We'll start on top again. It seems it's psukim, because Rabbi Kiva learns from the psukim, from the pasuk b'chorish b'chotz tishbos. He learns from that to Sefer Shvius, because he says we don't need it, just on the bottom. The Tanya b'chorish b'chotz tishbos. Rabbi Kiva omer ein tzorich lo ma'chorish b'chotz shel Shvius sherei kfar nemar schodcha lo sizar karmel lo sizmor. So what does it mean? So what do we? What does there have to say b'chorish b'chotz tishbos? El chorish shel erev Shvius shenichnas l'Shvius. B'chotz shel Shvius sheyotzel motzoi Shvius. Rabbi Shmuel ma chorish rishus. Rabbi Shmuel explains it differently. Why? What does he use the yito for? Ma chorish rishus, avkotz rishus, which means really it's speaking about Shabbos. It's not Shvius. And what it means to say, just as charisha, there's no such thing as charisha shel mitzvah, correct? So just as charisha shel, the iser of charisha and Shabbos is shel rishus. So ktsira of the iser Shabbos is also shel rishus. Yotze ktsira omer, she shel mitzvah. So if you have to be kotzer omer even on Shabbos, you kotzer it on Shabbos. Because the Yisod Dorais is only what? is only... I was just thinking. The Gemara Hall says in Shabbos, Reb Lezer Vila, Reb Lezer holds that Machshir Mitzvah Docha Shabbos. So, I mean, so the Ketziris Omer, right? It's a hersher for what? The halach is by Kochim Docha Shabbos. I mean, you have to bring a korban, you bring it. Hakarov Omer is Docha Shabbos. So the Ketziro. So it's a mitzvah to cut, but how do we know it's Docha Shabbos? It's the machshir of the korban. If you need a korban Omer, you do whatever you have to do. No, but I'm saying regarding the Chiyuv Shabbos, talk about the Chiyuv Shabbos to be Docha Shabbos, right? So it could be, according to Reb Lezer would learn like Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva doesn't need the pasuk. So therefore, because if it's machshir mitzvah Docha Shabbos, so if that's the case, what do you use it for? Use it for Tosefes. But if you hold la halacha, we pass machshir mitzvah Eid Docha. So that's Rabbi Shmuel. Because it's mashma from the Gemara in Shabbos that machshir mitzvah she'ef shalasus me'erev Yom Tiv, me'erev Shabbos is Docha Shabbos. That's what Kiva says. And the Mishnah of Rebbe Lezer says machshir mitzvah Docha Shabbos. Therefore, if you have to make the izmol, or you have to transport it, no, but that's machshir mitzvah. He says bishlam amila itself. It's the efsha. It says b'yom shmini yimol. So if the child's born on Shabbos, you have no choice. The izmol, you should have prepared it from before. Factually, you didn't? Okay. But what about if the mitzvah is Ksiras Omer on that specific day? And it happens to be Shabbos. So it seems to be Reb Kiva would be masking that it would be Docha Shabbos. Because he's only arguing because it says Efshalasus Me'erev Shabbos. That's what he says. No, you can't. It has to be done. So Reb Kiva would be masking to Reb Lezer. So that's what I'm saying. So according to Reb Kiva, he argues with Reb Yishmael. Even though it's the Efshalasus, it's not Docha. So what is he? So he doesn't need a pasuk to tell me it's Docha. Right, so therefore he uses it for Tosefes. But according to Rabbi Shmuel, who holds regarding Machshir it's not Docha Shabbos in any circumstance. So similarly, it's Miyuter. So what does he need it for? Ketzira Shel, just as Charitza Shel Rishus is also, right? That's, right? See, according to Rabbi Akiva, no, I'm saying according to Rabbi Akiva that it's Docha Shabbos instead of a Poshut. Because the Ksir is the Efshel Lasses Mer Shabbos. So therefore he doesn't need the pasuk to teach me what Rabbi Shmuel learned from the pasuk. He asks Machshir Mitzvah Docha Shabbos. If it's the Efshel Lasses Mer Shabbos. But Rabbi Shmuel rejects that. We reject it. So he needs the pasuk. So how do I know someone's Docha Shabbos? Macharisha Shel Rishus, Ksir Shel. So if this is Ksir Shel Mitzvah, it's Docha Shabbos. That's what I was thinking. Okay? Elo. So now we have a problem. The problem is, how could you tell me Sinai? We see from it it's the pasuk according to Rabbi Akiva, right? We see it's the pasuk. Elo Rav Nachman Yitzchok ki gemiri hilchso lemisha yaldo. The halach Sinai is what to be matir that if you have saplings, you're permitted to be chorish up till Rosh Hashanah. Kroy lemesa zakena. The pasuk that it says Tosefes, that's to tell me you're not permitted to do the zakena. So there's a Tosus before it brings a Yerushalmi that, not a Yerushalmi, it's in Shvius. Take a look. Ramad Beis B'Ntios, you see Tanan. So Shvius Per Kamo, Ad Amos I Nikru Nitios. You see it? Rabbi Lozer Ben Azai Omer Achi Achodo, Rabbi Shua Omer Basheva Shonim, Rekiva Omer Nitio Kishmo. Ilon shenigman pirish shenechtach v'otzi chalipin. Once it's grown, that's already. It's not. Okay, so Shiloh, what exactly it is. Okay, so he says, so I need that locha Sinai to be matir Yaldo up till Rosh Hashanah. There's no Tosefis. And the Pasuk Tasir Kizkeno. So more asks, Cave the Hilsa Lemishri Yaldo, Bimelo, Zkeda Siro, El Hilsa Rabbi Shmuel. That we say, that's going to be Shmuel. Because Rabbi Shmuel has no Pasuk for Tosefis. Kroy Rabbi Akiva. Okay? Rabbi Yochanan. Okay, now this is what we're holding. Rabbi Yochanan Omar. Rabbi Amliel Bezdino Midoraisa, but he argues. Rabbi Yochanan says no. The Gemara says it's Bisman Azes, it's only Bisman, or it was a Tosef, it's on 30 days. That's what they mevatel. Rabbi Amliel Bezdino, right? That's what we said. Because Gemara, how could they be mevatel? So Rabbi Yochanan Omar, Rabbi Amliel, no. Bezdino Midoraisa Batlu. Midoraisa mevatel. So how could my time, how do even the 30 days. Even the 30 days. My time, Goma Shabbos Breishis. We have a Gzera Shava. Shabbos, why? The just as what? As Shabbos Breishis. Erev Shabbos is permitted in Melocha, and Motzoi Shabbos is permitted in Melocha. So all of a sudden now you're introducing a concept of most of those every Shabbos. The Gzera Shava says is mafkia from the Halachah Mishmi Sinai. We'll see in a moment. Here, Afkan he asurul fenechre mutorin because they have the Gzera Shava. That's Rabbi Leah. Rabbi Leah is rejecting the whole concept. There's no such thing as Tosef Shabbos because there's a Gzera Shava. It's a Shabbos by Shabbos Breishis, a Shabbos by what? By Shvius. By Shvius. So Maskeville Ravashi, Mandam Hilsa. Yes. Asik Gzera Shava, Akra Hilsa. What kind of talk is this? Are you making up? So Rashi says, Gzera Shava is Halachah Mishmi Sinai. You're not done miyatzmo. So how could, because you have two words, also you make up your own Gzera Shava to be mafkir from Halachah Mishmi Sinai. If we have the Halachah Sinai, Shabbos is one thing. But you're making it up to reject it. It's not possible. That's firstly. Umad Yom Akro, Asik Gzera Shava, Okra Kro, same thing. So therefore he rejects what Rabbi Yochanan said. Rejects it. Eldom Rabashi, Ragam Leo. 2 seconds. Hello? Not a night. Meor HaTorah. MEOR HaTorah. EOR Mor HaTorah. Yeah. Okay. Rega iminut. Yeah. Elom Ravashi. Rabbi Leil Bezdino Sabrik Rabbi Shmuel. Here. Rabbi Leil's Bez no like Rabbi Shmuel. Dami Hilsa Gemirulo. Tzalach Gemir Hilsa Besmach Bism Bishkayim. Finished. Why? He says, terrific. Yesterday somebody asked the question. It says, what's the Lachim Sinai? It's Yaldo, right? Nisuch HaMayim and Arava. Yaldo, Nisuch HaMayim and Arava, that's to do with what? That has to do with the Beis HaMikdash. They're all set together. What does one thing have to another? They have nothing. See, so that's exactly what it is. Just as Nisuch HaMayim and Arava is only Beis HaMikdash, identically to Tosefes is only Beis HaMikdash Kayim. That's why. That's what he says. Chigmi Hilsa b'zman shbeis Kayim dumi the Nisuch HaMayim al b'zman she'em Beis HaMikdash Kayim lo. Because why would he said as a grouping? Why was it said as a group? That tells you one's totally in the other. Just as halach Nisuch. Exactly. So it's similar to what we said before. Before we said it's b'zman shvius, b'zman is drabonon. Remember, but it's the same idea. See, he's not going that far. Shvius is doraisa. No. Shvius is doraisa. This tosefes shvius. So you don't have to go like Rebbe said. It says tishmeten shamot. So you learn b'zman. Yeshman there's no egenad. So Rebbe holds b'zman is drabonon. He's saying no. You don't have to say. You don't have to go that far. Shvius itself is doraisa. What's drabonon is the tosefes shvius. That's the drabonon. Because the Torah links everyone to the other, one's totally in the other. Terrific. Okay, now the Mishnah says, it says that you can take the Amo, but you can't transport maybe Gesham and make Kilon. Now what's the difference make Gesham and make Kilon? The Kilon means also, Kilon is a hole in the ground, except the difference we'll see in a moment. Originally you have a hole. The water goes till the top. So to draw water out of that bore is not difficult. You don't have to put it deep and bring it up. But you realize, but after a while, it becomes a kilon. So therefore, the Gemara is going to say the reason why they don't want you to take from Meik Shom, because ultimately that Meik Shom is going to and that's a Tirchi Yisera. That is the Tirchi Yisera. It's not just taking the water out and bringing it to the soda. That's easy, but you have to go down. That's a real Tirchi. That's a Tirchi Yisera. The Gemara says like this: Bishlam Meili Kilon Ika Tirchi Yisera. And Meik Shom, my Tirchi Ika, you just skim it right off the top, right? Omer Rabbi Lo, Omer Rabbi Yochanan, Gzeira make Shemot Kilom. Because hear this, he's not saying because the make Shemot are going to become a kilon. If we allow you to take the make Shemim, you may take make kilon. Okay, that's what Rav Ashi no make Shem Gufaili they make kilon also. Yeah, the make Shem it starts off make Shem, but once you take enough water out of the pit, it becomes make kilon. So the Shailes, because the Morris will say Nafkamina. Is it make shomim or to make kilon? Even let's say if it's make shomim, it'll never get low. It's continuously being replenished, so it's never going to get too low. So that make shomim is never going to be a tirchi yisera. So if you're of the opinion it's zero shomim to make kilon, it's still a problem. But if you say the concern is the make shomim may become the make kilon, that's not shayach because it's continuously replenished because water keeps flowing into it from somewhere else. It can never become make kilon. So therefore, from that kind of make shamim, you'd be able to take. Okay, that's what Gemara says. So Gemara says, "B'may kamifli." The Gemara says, "Kamifli b'Reb Zera," and the machlokas is in Reb Zera. The Omer Reb Zera, Omer Rabbi Yehimi, Omer Shmuel. Noras hamoshchin, mayim min hagamim. Yeah, you have noras; they flow. Min hagamim, mut lashkas min b'chol shamoid. What does that mean? It says muter. It says in the Mishnah you're not permitted to take water. Mar is later Reb Zera. The one who says that if it's always going to be replenished, it's not a concern. He holds like Reb Zera. But the other ones, but if I'm going to shama to make kilon, it's irrelevant what this is. You confuse A with B, so then we don't permit it. Gufa Omer Reb Zera. Gufa Omer Reb Zera. Omer Rabbi Mishmuel. Noras hamoshchin mayim min agamim mutal hashkem b'chol shamoid. That's the Eser Reb Yirmi or Reb Zera. So Reb Yirmi asked Reb Zera. It says, "Avodomi make shom lo mikin." How could you say that if you have noras hamoshchin min agamim you permit it? It says in the Mishnah, "Gushami you're not permitted, mekilin you're not permitted." Omar leis, he said to him, "Yirmi bri." No, Yirmi bri. He said, "Yirmi my child." Hani gamim de bovel kamayd lo paski domu. That gamim and bovel it never said it keeps filling up the thing. The bore is to make shom will never say. So what does he hold? Because he holds it's the same thing. In other places where it's shy, the water. No. When you take it out, it becomes mekilo enochanami. But in Bovel, when it says that, there's no problem. It can never become mekilo. And the gzeir is not ksham otu another situation, but it's in the actual situation itself. So if it's lo paski, so if that's the case, it's always make shamim, never becomes mekilo. Okay, Tana Rabbanon. Ha psikos v'abrechos. Rashi is one and the same. Chadamilsi. Yep. Brecha shalmayim. You know, like you go to a fancy hotel, it says brecha. Means a hole in the ground, right? Psikos v'abrechos. Shenismaldu mayim erev Yom Tif. They were filled with water erev Yom Tif. Also hashkos men b'chol shamoid. Right? Why? Because the same reason. Right? Either because it'll become a kilon, it'll be a tirchi yisera. V'im hoisa amasa mayim overes beineim. Let's say you had 2 water holes, and in between them you have a spring flowing. So if that's the case, they get filled continuously. They're continuously filled. Mutter. Rav Papa says, what is that? Yeah, that's only if the Amas HaMayim is able to water the majority of the field. So then the brechos on the side are really meaningless. Right? So because the fact is you're not going to need much water from the brecho to water the field. Right? Because basically the Amas HaMayim is really watering the field. It's taking care of it. Ravashi Omar. No, Ravashi argues. He says, Alpha Pishe, Ruba Shalosa Soda Shosa, came into Kamoshka Vasio. Since it's continuously replenishing, right? The Am itself does not water majority of the field. But you know what the person says? But since there's a continuously flow of water, Vasio Lemeimar. Omar, you're right. One day the Amas HaMayim is not enough water to irrigate the whole field. Person, so take 2, 3. The man's not going to kill himself to do it on one day What's the Chash Tichi Seira? It's geflow. It won't take 1 day, it'll take another 2-3 days. It's not the end of the world. Right? Taner Rabbanan. Breicha shno tefes mayim. Misoda beis hashalchin. Zu. Here. Beis hashalchin, we say you're permitted to water. Right? Because there's a hefset. You have a breicha, which is dripping water into a beis hashalchin. Mutal hashkin ben asod beis hashalchin acheres. Right? You're permitted. Take from that to water another one. Avido de Pasco, right? But factually is, but if it stops, it's a problem, because then, right? Well, Avido de Pasco, Brecha v'osel Maisi said that if it stops flowing, what is he going to do? He's going to have to start transporting water. Amar Rabbi Yirmiyah adaini mitaf tefes. So he says, Rashi says, Beishalchen gavor l'tocha brecha divided l'poske. This is a situation. It may be dripping, but it's an ongoing drip. It's not going to stop. Okay, it's interesting. Avi, this is your business, right? Drip irrigation. It's Israel. No, it's mitaf tefes. That's the way it's done. Yeah, I've avided the poske. I'm Rabbi Adaini mitaf tefes. No, if it's mitaf tef continuously, it's not a problem. That's irrigation. Omer Abai vushel posak, minorish, but that's only you have a mayan going into the upper field, and so now since it keeps feeding it, even though it's metapte, it doesn't bother me. But you realize you have to come on to the svara that we said before. It doesn't take 1 day; it takes 2-3 days. Doesn't make a difference. Ultimately, it's going to be taken care of. A person's not going to make a tirchi yisera if ultimately it's going to take care of. Yeah, right. That's it. Tanya Shimon Asi Omer Shtei Arugos. You have 2 rows of planting. Right? You're not white. That makes sense because that's a tirchi yisera. Right? You're drawing from the bottom for the upper one. That's tirchi yisera. Yosal Kain. He said even more than that. That's Rav Shimon Asi. Omar Rab Losa ben Shimon. Afila ruga achas. It's the same row of but it's on a slant. It goes down. Chetzio lemnomu. Chetzio gavoa. Lo yidle mimokom nomuch v'yashkel mimokom gavoa. You're not permitted to draw water from the lower part of it to bring to the upper. Again, tirchi yisera. Taner Rabbanan. Madlin liyirokos k'dei l'ochlan. You're permitted to draw water. See, before we talk about, it's a hefset for the field. Right. So we say a slight tircha we permit. Tirchi yisera we don't permit. What about you're going to water vegetables, you can eat the vegetables on that day. Somehow you water them, it affects it immediately, and you're going to pick the vegetables. So this we'll see in a moment, even it's tircha yisera we permit. Madlin liyirokos k'dei l'ochlan. What about it's literally to make them just better quality? Also, that you're not permitted. If it's to make them edible, to bring to an edible level, that's put food on your table. Ravino of Rabbatosfo. Haviko Asli Borcha. Yeah, they were walking. Choslu Gavro, Davi Doli, Davlo, behold them all. They saw him drawing water with a pail. Omale Rabbatosfo, Ravino, Lesim Alishamte. He says, put him into Chayrim. He's being over. It's Nisdrabonon. You're not permitted to do it. Omale. So he said back to Ravina said to Rabbatosfo, Tanya Madli Yerokski Lochem. Why? The man is drawing water. What do you Choshavik Shayrim? He's drawing water right for his Yerokos. Omale Misabrit. See, so he says to him, Misabrit, my Madlin. The word Madlin doesn't mean modeling. It doesn't mean modeling from the word doleh. My Madlin. You know what Madlin means? Rega. My Madlin. Shlufi. What does dola mean? To remove. Let's say you have a whole row and they're very close. You take out some from the middle. That's modeling. You're permitted to pick vegetables. Sherokas ritzufin. Noto mehem being tired laochlon mutter liaposam. Mutter. Liaposam mean if you want to take it laochlon, you want to pick vegetables from a row. Pick them out from the middle. No problem. What about if you're picking them out so the other one should grow better? Because you want them to be nourished better. Because there are too many drawing the nutrients. That's madlin. Madlin lo'ochlon, but not liaposa. So it has nothing to do with mayis. So there's no basis why he's permitted to transport water. Kiretnan hamedel b'kfanim. Yeah. Kishem shu medel b'shalo. Now, what happens if you have leket shechupeya? Right, you leave for the oni. You leave it for the oni. So what happens if you have a vineyard? And you leave, let's say you have grapes left on the tree, you have to leave it, that's olos. That's olos. What is it called? It's left. Rega. Tolish Bikfanim, Shioshnon, yeah, Olos, She'elem Lokotif Lunetif, you have to leave for the what? For the Yoni. So what, now I want to pick it to bake the vine better, right? Hamadl Bikfanim, Shem Shu Meidl B'Shalo, just as he's permitted to pick his own, for the sake of the vine. Kachu Meidl B'Shalanim, I don't have to, my vine doesn't have to get ruined because I have to be concerned. So I'm permitted to take it off, not to leave it for the Yoni. Ramiro will know, B'Shalo Rashoy, what you want to do with yours is one thing. And Rosh B'Shalanim, how could you create a Hefset Aniyim? But what do we see from that? We see from what is the word Meidal? Meidal doesn't mean the Dole Mayim. Madl means you remove. So it says Madl Lo'ochlam. Lo Li'aposa means you're permitted to do an agricultural activity, Chalamoid, for Achilo, but not for agriculture. Not Li'aposa. So take a look at Taptosis here. Very interesting. Madli Rokos, Memokum Omok, Kori Diloy. Hear this? If you have to go deep, it's called Dole. I mean, if you just skim it off the top, it's not called Dole. Even though it's Tircha Yisero, they permit that. Even there's no Tircha. Without, it's no reason to do it. It's interesting. It's interesting over here. There's the first Mishnah. No, because Tircha Yisero normally we don't permit. No, but it's a Tircha Yisero. That's exactly. No, maybe it's Tircha Tzas. We're talking about really, Okay, that's exactly. That's exactly what I'm telling you right now. That's what I'm telling you this minute. The Mishnah says in Avodah Zarah, the base, that what? It says 3 days before you're not permitted to do business with a goy, because they give thanks to their deities, to the Avodah Zarah, right? Shloshim kodem ideim, right? You don't business with them. So it says over there, there's a shaila in the Mishnah. What about collecting a chov? Are you permitted to collect a chov? Because the shot is, one man the other says definitely. You turn the screws on the guy. So the other one says no, because he's relieved. Because after you relieve, he says he'll thank his deity. He got rid of the Jew. So even though initially it's painful, but ultimately there's right. So the Gemara has a question over there in Avodah Zarah, discusses. They used to have today they have what's it called? Acid. The dermatologist to give a woman a better complexion, or men, right? They burn off the skin. The first day, they burnt, the skin's burnt. But ultimately, the skin looks better. It like rejuvenates the skin. So they used to have a thing over there. They used to do with botzek. They used to put like a mask of botzek. It would draw the blood to the surface, and it would be red. And also, it was the irritant. And then the woman. So are you permitted to do it a cholamoid? Cholamoid, right? Because what's the value? So the Gemara says because ultimately, on Yom Tiv, she's going to be benefit, because by the end of Yom Tiv, she'll look better. Even though today it's pain, it's you permitted. She'll show better. Therefore, it's a tzorch Yom Tiv. That's called the tzorch Yom Tiv. Therefore, you can put on this mask. So there, the Gemara says, and where do you see that you're permitted to do something now where ultimately you're going to be later? So he says, no. So the Gemara says, a person prepares for a meal. They kill themselves. It's hours. No hours. How much benefit do you have? How long does it take to eat the meal? Half an hour. So you see, you're permitted to be machech regardless of the pain and the tircha, right? Even though how much benefit do you have? Right? Doesn't make if the benefit's on Yom Tov, you're permitted to do it. So I'm saying the same thing. It's tircha yisera. The Gemara says it's tircha yisera. That's exactly what it says over here. When we speak about l'ochel, it's afil tircha yisera. Because that's exactly what, even on Yom Tov, you're permitted to do it. Okay? Okay.
No, but the person is still valid.
I know, Chinami, that's what he's telling you.
Food, so how can you use the muslin for that?
So what I would tell you, I'll tell you like this.
That's
No. See, Ochel Nefesh doesn't have to be Tircha Yisera.
It doesn't have to.
But Madlin always means Omuk.
Right,
Dole means always Omuk. It's always Tircha Yisera. Ochel Nefesh is not synonymous with Tircha Yisera. No. If you do enough of it, it becomes a Tircha Yisera. It's It doesn't have to be. Dole, because it's omuk, it's always tircha yisera. Nevertheless, mishumocha we permit it. Okay? So therefore he's answering. He says, therefore, Rabbi Tosfos says to Ravina, he deserves to put in the chayrim. Because I learned pshat and mishum. Madlin doesn't mean mayim. It means removing it. Omar lei, he says to him, V'atanya, there's a Mishnah, a Brisa. It says, Madlin mayim ilu yirokas k'dei lochlanz. It says, before shmayim. Omar lei, Madlin, Tanya. He says, no, I'm not arguing with you. I mean, the Amoroim, they weren't aware of all the Brisas. Mishnayos, they were, Tosfos says always. All the Mishnayos, they were all proficient, all Mishnayos. There was no such thing as an Amora not knowing a Mishnah. It was instant recall. A Brisa wasn't necessarily. No, they didn't know all the Brisas. So he says, Tanya, I have nothing to... You have that, so okay, I accept it. Kamarnu. Tanya. Enos and Ugis Lekafanim. Right? There's the depression around the trig. Right? No, Geffen or even Eitzim, same thing. My Ugios, the Gemara says, what is the meaning of Ugios? Omar reviewed the Banki. No, Banki. The Gemara is going to say what that is. Banki, Rashi says, yeah. Means Kumos. Banki, Boris Tachas Akfanim, Vizeisim, Nosim Emayim. That's what Banki means. Boros means you make a depression, so water should accumulate around the Kfan with the Zeisim. Okay? Tanya Nami Yochi. Elu he Ugios. Bedidan Shabik. What? Bedidin Shabikri Zeisim. Bedidin Shabikri Zeisim Shabikri Kfanim. Yeah? Yes, Ugios. Ogul Sabu Og Ugav Ahmed Besocho Bedidin. Ubedidin Nami Hen Gumos. Bedidin also means Gumos. Means a Guma. Someone says, how could you say you're not permitted to make an Ugio? Ugios. Or Rabbi Yehuda Shori Levnei Bar Tzisoy Lemevid Banki LeKarmeon. Bar Tzisoy means he came from a certain city called Tzisoy, and he permitted they should make Banki. Kasha. B'charet you have a Batiki means. So Rashi explains like, if you have it, let's say originally it was dug, and very often, if you have a garden, you see, they just dig it out a little bit because the offer is already rach. It's soft. But if it was never dug and they have to begin digging, that's already Techu Yisera. So that he permitted over there was atiki. They just filled in. So it's just clearing. It's clearing it, digging, because it went in. There's a shiloh. It's a shiloh. It's not a shiloh. You have a bore. You have a bore, and you fill it with sand. And now you want to take the sand out. What are you in violation of? That's binyan. You're digging a hole. What about you have a bore and you fill it up with mayim or with apples, potatoes, and then why? But the bore, because that's called the bore is containing potatoes and water and apples. When you fill it with offer, that means there's no bore, right? Because it's sand. It's sand, okay? So that's so over here we're saying, but what's the issue? Here's the question of tircha. So if it's atiki, it's not tircha.
Just fixing it a little bit. The new one you have to dig it.
So we permit tircha, but tircha yisera, charity is tircha yisera. That we don't permit. Even though it's hefset, but tircha yisera not. Rabbi Loza ben Azayom ein osin es amo. You're not permitted to make.
Just finished out. And you're not allowed to. What? Everything is around the tree. Amma is along. So of course, you just finished saying you're not allowed to do with it. So what do I have to say?
One second. It's not the same on the armor. It's different on the armor. One second. The Mishnah on the base. The Mishnah says. No, because Chacham argue. The Chacham osin is amo. Bitchilo. Rabbi Loza is ein osin is amo. Right? Tanakama. Now, Rabbi Loza ben Azayos is ein osin is bitchilo b'moed. Ushvi. Chacham osin is amo. Bitchilo b'shvius. You permit it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see it. Okay. So Rabbi Loza says. Somewhere says, Bishlam Moed, Bishlam Torah, we understand. Moed, you're not Elishvius, my timer. right? Why should not be permitted? Tircha, you're not. As long as it's not in agricultural, you want to dig a foundation to build to build a building. Is it a problem? Right. So that's his cap. But he says b'shviyas. Einos nama b'shviyas. What's the problem? Right. Right. You want water to flow through. As long as it's not for zriya, it's not a problem. So my time. It's bona. It's poshut. It's bona. Yeah. Right. So Bishlam Moed Mishum Kotora Chel Shviyas my time. Pliga Reb Zerev Rababo Bar Momel Charom Neshinira Kaoder. Yeah. The people know what your kavan is. You have to dig a pathway for the water to flow, right? So do they know why? They don't know. Maybe he's busy being Oder Besoder. Yeah, people don't know. So it's what? It's Marasayan. Charom no, not Mar. What happens when you dig the pathway? You put the earth on the side. The earth now being soft. No, not that you zorei it. But factually, it happens. Things start growing there. Because the earth is soft now, he dug it out. Things are going to grow agafel, right? Someone says, agafel is real. Now it's like cultivated. You've prepared something. One more second. What happens to the water after you finish? The water flows through. Still a problem, right? Because why? What is one thing after another? Because if we're talking about the agofel, we're not talking about why you're digging. If it be the location you're digging, so the water's going through, it's no problem. But it's agofel. What does the agofel have to do with the mayim? Nothing, right? Because since they see its purpose, it's specifically for the water, it's a little bit of a chiddush because it's not so partial. The water's only going to flow afterwards. I have to first dig the channel, and then the water flows. But if it's Marasayan, it's when you dig in the channel. Well, but tomorrow they'll understand. Marasayan's today. What happens if he's not around tomorrow to see what happens? Right? I mean, seemingly. It could be because it's so immediate afterwards. When you dig this channel, that there's not even a question. They're not going to pass judgment unless it's left. So if Mayim comes immediately, okay. So the whole discussion we're talking about Osin Mayim, it's where Mayim lo Osi Basrei. We have to wait till it rains. So also the man dug. What he put it for? He's prepared the field for Zriya. But if it's Osin Mayim Basrei, so people say no. That's you dig a channel, right? So he says, Mandim Neshnir Kaode Leko, or Mandim Neshnir Kaode. Stop. Mandim Shemachshiz Agvel Zriya Iko. Mandim Neshnir Kaode Leko. Some more ass. Actually, it's cultivated. The sides of the Amor are what? You cultivate it. So, he didn't pile it up alongside. He threw the earth somewhere else. Right? Because it's not. It's accumulated like it's not there. Right? Yeah, it's just the opposite. So now it's the other way. I mean, you can't deny reality. Reality, it's near a code there. Marasayan. Oder and Nami kikoshoko b'duchti monachlei. When the person cultivates, when you plow, how do you plow? You turn it over. Would you throw the earth somewhere else? If you're throwing it somewhere, that's clearly it's what? It's not Oder. Oder Nami kikoshoko b'duchti monachlei. So that they're arguing. Is right? Right. Monachlei. Yeah. If you put it alongside, then you're accumulating it. That's like a sodeh, cultivated sodeh. Throw it somewhere. It's not. Oder. It's not. He holds it's not near a Oder. Because Oder is only when you put it on the side. Interesting tosis. Third tos on the page. When he puts the earth alongside the channel, he's machshe, the banks are muchshel Israel. He's a veniris charisha mamosh. Shesvuna road shlekach miskavin. So the first pshat it's Marasayan. Second pshat no. Inami choshiv le'avodas karka mamish. Vavagav shein miskavin lekach. Right. Wait a minute, he's not what he's mechavi. That's not his kavona. He wants to dig the channel. But since factually it's machshir fel isriya, miu mlochi, it's irrelevant what the kavona is. Ay v'aval gav dom reb shimon dom shin miskavi muter. Dom miskavi is b'chol haTorah kula, right? Ha'amina and modem shim sikreishe v'lo yomus. Yeah, so we're talking about this doraisa. We're not talking about this drabonon. The way we learned is the first pshat in Tosas. Marasayim, no. Factually, it's a malocha. Factually, it's hirshe agafel. What happens if a person goes and cultivates a field? It ends up not being zareyat. Doesn't plant it. Still chayiv. He did an agricultural activity. So machshe agafel is rio. That's a mitzias. It's like cultivating a field. It's real, but the reality is it's royal rio. You prepared something that's royal rio. It's mocha and it's a psik ratio. Rabbi said, "Kevda yidei shinui ovidlei lav melochi umuted lo shveis charisha." That's not it. Charisha means it has to be the conventional way you normally cultivate a field. Here he's digging a channel. It piles up on the side. Is that the way you cultivate a field? You have a field, you turn over the earth. Here, you're digging a channel, you're putting it on the side because you happen to take it out of the pit. That's why it's softer. But that's not the way you cultivate a field. So that doesn't have a shem charisha. It's not because it's klachiyad. Not because it's klachiyad. It's not charisha. Lo shmei charisha. See, klachiyad it's charisha, but it's klachiyad. This is lo shmei charisha. No, but it's psik ratio. Yeah, it's psik ratio. The answer, that's not. This is similar. You know, this is similar to the Taisus we mentioned in Klal Global yesterday. The Gemara says, Zome vein tzorch le'etzim. He's only chai bachas. You prune a tree, you're not interested in the wood. And the Gemara says, and Rav Kana, less man the public. Nobody argues. So says, what about Rabbi Yehuda? Rabbi Yehuda is Melach Shein Tzrichim was chayav. Even though you're not tzorch le'etzim, but factually you have eitzim, right? You have eitzim. So he says, because that's not the way you do kotzer. Kotzer is when you kotzer for the thing itself. It's lav shmei kotzer. That's the pshat. It's not called kotzer. When you dig a hole, that's called binyan. That's what it says. Lav shmei malocha. It's not called a malocha. Similar. And that's the machlokas here between the two of them. Right? Reb Zein Reb Abar Bar Momel. Okay? He learns pshat in Reb Loza ben Azariah. What's the reason why you're not allowed Neshanira koder? Bekashli Reb Loza ben Azariah. Ad Reb Loza ben Azariah. 1 second. Wait, yeah. And as a result of that, if you learn it's koder, we have a steer Reb Loza ben Azariah, right? Bekashli Reb Loza ben Azariah. Miyom Reb Loza kosh nira koder osur. You mean say if it's nira koder, therefore it's osur. Marasayim urimini. Also, Odom is zivlo otzer. Yeah, a person wants to make a pile of Rashi. Shemachlus kol zivlo b'shvius b'soder. Right? He has manure. He wants to put it in a field, just to store it there. So what? But it could be near what? It looks like he's fertilizing the field. So again, so the shail is also as zivlo otzer remeir otzer achiyamik shloshet tfochim. To indicate that it's an otzer, you don't leave it on the surface, because normally when you fertilize a field, you just put it on the surface. You have to dig into the field 3 tefachim, gimel tefach, either 3 above the ground or 3 below ground. Most of all, he could add to it. Yeah, he says, no, wait a second. Rashi, haylo mad zevel, bosa so they called him shvius. Most of zevel holach b'shvius ain't tzorch lahamik. What about already was storing there from before? So that's a storage place. But if it's starting in shvius, he has to be mamik gimel or raise it 3. Okay, good. Yeah, 1 second. Rega, imenut. Rabbi Loza ben Azariah, oser achiyamik shlosha shegbir shlosha, o sheyitin ala sela. 1 second. Rega. So that's he says. Either yamik shlosha, yagbir shlosha, or yitin ala sela. Put a... No. Oser achiyah. No, it's oser. Same thing. No, he says it is marasayin. Because he says either you have to mamik shlosha, yagbir, or you put a piece of rock there. It's clear it's not fertilizing. Right? But now there's a machlokes. What exactly is the rationale here? Reb Zeir Reb Abba Bamomol Charom Kigon Shehemik Gon Shehemik Charomar Zivlo Mechich Olav. 1 second.
Because those two are one place.
Rega. Reb Loza is arguing Reb Zim Nazari, even if he already put Zevel in before Shvi, right? He still has to be Mamik or be Mosif. Kodem L'chein Kloma Chodium Reb Loza Achiyamek Lo Amar Achiyamek B'Shvius. That's the difficulty. Here, terrific. We're saying, according to the opinion, the reason why Reb Loza ben Azariah says not make the Amo is Oder. So if Reb Loza ben Azariah says that, if you want to store Zevel on Shvius, either Yamik Shlosha, but before Yamik you have to dig. Why is it Nirka Oder? Why is it different than Amo? If you say because it looks like Zorah, because Mishum Agafer is one thing. But if the reason is Nirka Oder, so why is this Nirka Oder? No, Reb Loza only permits it only if you Yamik. But it's a stira. Because Reb Loza says to dig Amma on Shvius, you're not permitted. Because it's near a code there. And here, when you're digging for the Zevel, he says you're permitted. Exactly. Here it's even bigger. Yeah, good. That's the kasha. Right, that's the kasha. If you say it's near, no, if you say when he's Zorik, it throws it far away. Yeah, but the other one man, the Yom says Pshat and Reb Loza Messiah, that's not the reason. Right? Even if it's close by, it's near a code there. So then we have. So how do you work this out? All right. So we have a question. How do you work this out? How could it be Mamik Shlosha? Right? So on that he says, yeah. Reb Zeir Rabbi Chanom Kmo Shehemik Charoma Zibulo Mochich Olav. Kmo Shehemik. What's Kmo Shehemik? Kodem Lochein Klomar Hoder Reb Loza Achiyamek Lo Omar Achiyamek B'Shvius. She'omo Kodem Shvius. Hemik doesn't mean that you dig it on Shvius. If it's a high, just as if it's high, it means high before Shvius. Hemik means if it already was deepened before Shvius, you're permitted. Yeah? He's not digging at all. The first shot, he's not digging at all. The other one says no. Zivno mechichol kloim avagav the mamgi shvius who near ka there. That's what we said earlier. No, it's like remember we said nafka means if the water starts flowing immediately, same thing. The person puts the manure there immediately. The zevel, it's not a problem. Puts it in because people, it's like a wait and see. If it stays empty, there's no marasayim. No, zevel like mayim mochicholov, zevel mochicholov. Chazusa Mochiacholov. You say, who is this guy? Chazusa Mochiacholov. Now you know who he is. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the person puts today, people don't wear cologne like they used to. Years ago, people used to wear cologne. The guy was 2 blocks away. You already knew he was coming. You know he was coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the women with the perfume.
Talk about women perfume. Talk about cologne. Right? If you already had it, it became mukukol, that we permit. My mukukolos. Amre babish moisa amuka tefach. Mamida al shisha tfochim. Tefach is what? Yeah, this you can even shisha. Mosipshito. What? It says my mukukolos. Amre shim hoisa amuka tefach. Mamida al shisha tfochim. 1 second. No, that's Vepshat, like I understood it. Originally it was 6 deep. It got filled in, so now you have a tefach left. So now you can bring it back to the original sheet. Right, cover, so you can dig it out. No. It could be a terchi yisera. But since you're digging it out, it was there, so you're not creating something. See, you don't have something, you don't have something. But if you have something, people can't use it. It's a lot different. That's Misakzum Kukolos, right? Shemois amuka tefach. Now, mamida. You're bringing it back to pshita. Someone says like pshita. Chatzi tefach ashol shitvochim. Wait a second. What about chatzi? He says pshita. Chatzi tefach ashol shitvochim kevelov amayil lo klumu. So therefore,
it doesn't irrigate.
1 second. So therefore, what? You're permitted to do that.
Do that, right?
So therefore, you could, if chatzi tefach, because chatzi tefach is nothing. Yeah. Tvochayim al shnei mosor. 1 second. What about 2 tvochim? It's deep 2 tvochim. See, the Mishnah said, we're saying now, 1 tefach, you go down 6, bring it to 6. A half, you can bring it to 3. What about, so if, let's say 2 to 12, that's already too much. That's tircha yisera. It's tircha yisera. 1 second. Tircha der kotorach. 1 second. The kotorach tircha yisera. Loi. I was just thinking like this. We said before, so we said that's a tircha yisera. So we're saying, wait. So 1 to 6 is not tircha yisera. It's tircha, but not tircha yisera.
Up to 3, of course.
Right. So I was thinking because because before we machal between make shomim and kilon. Before Madlin is when it's amuk. Wait. So now that question, how deep does it have to be? So we're saying now, 6 is not tircha yisera. So maybe we could say the same thing. So megishomim up to 6 is okay. That's not doler. I'm saying until this Gemara, you don't know that. That's what I'm saying. The pail, you don't skim it off the top. Beyond that, that's doler. But you see now, up to 6 tvachim is not. That's not called doler. Below 6, we don't know because that's next shaila. 12 is definitely doler. So no, we have a shaila. No, that's the shaila now. That's the shaila. No, now that's the shaila. Tvachim al shiva ma'u. No, that's the shaila now. Right? That's the shaila. Tvachim al shiva ma'u. Hocho chamishu komamik. Right? So he's only, even though the end result is 7, 1, the end is, you end up with 6. We said 1, you could go down only another 5. No, I understand that. He says, so then maybe you should be able to. Because you see 5, no, but...
You're digging 5 more.
No, but actually, so you're going to have to take the dirt out from deeper down. You got it. It's the same 5, but you have to bring it up from further down. So maybe that's a problem. Right? That's the shaila. Right? That's right. They're the same. Right? No. You say you could because you have to bring it up from further down. Teiku. No. Mitzvah Shem, next week we may have the answer. Okay? You know, there's a letter of Moshe Sternbach. He's a great grandson of the Vilna Gaon. So he has a letter written in the Vilna Gaon's, what he wrote, Ksav Yad, that the Vilna Gaon said that when Russia goes into Crimea, it's what? It's Psias Mashiach. That's the Vilna Gaon wrote a few hundred years ago. When they go into Crimea, that's already the footsteps of Mashiach. That's the footsteps of Mashiach. That's what he wrote. It's okay, Mitzvah Hashem. Then nothing will be too difficult. No tircha yisera. Okay. Rabbi, getting out of bed 5 in the morning. It's too much. Abaye. Shori Livnei Bar Hamdoch. Bar Hamdoch sounds like a city in Persia somewhere. Bar Hamdoch. Right? Shori, he was permitted to the members of Bar Hamdoch l'shchufi nar, to dredge a river. Right? There you go. Lakor anfei ilonos hagdelim benor. Yeah, the anfei. They were growing. It's not stam. This is already not so easy. You're uprooting trees. The roots, from the roots. Anfei ilon it says gedelim. The gedelim benor. Shchufi nar. Rabbi Yirmiyah Shorlu lebnei sakuso lemichra naro. Michra is that thing from kore. Right? Lemichra naro tamima. It got clogged. It got stopped up. Right? Nara tamima. Lifnos mekora mayin shinistam. Right? Okay? Ravasher lo lemas mechashe lagduche nar bunitz. Lagduche lefanas shirton shememsid. It was like sand accumulated to remove the sand. Shememsid nor a sandbar. There was a sandbar lagduche nar bunitz. It's interesting. Okay, I'll tell you in a minute. What nar bunitz? What did we have? We had nar bunitz. I'll tell you in a moment. We had a chulin had an avodah zorah. Oma Keva the Shosu Minei Rabbi Karabim Domu. Since it provides for the community. No, it's called Tzeicha Rabbim regardless of Tircha. Doesn't make a difference. The Gemara speaks about, has a Shaila about fish. If shrotzim go into the fish, so the Gemara says over there that the differentiate between saltwater fish and fresh water, and the Gemara says that certain fish could swim upstream. If you can't, but it has to do with the spine. If it has a spine, it could swim upstream because it has a chiyus. But if it doesn't have a spine, it can only go down. So it doesn't have the koach. So the Gemara over there says, what do you mean? The Narbunits, they swim, whatever it is. So why over there is it a problem? Now, whatever. So the Gemara says because there's the mud in the Burnitz is full of shrotzim, and they eat from the mud. Fish, they nibble on the mud. Therefore, it's a problem. But it's called Narbunitz. That was the river. Narbunitz. Okay.